So winter arc season is here, which means every productivity guru is about to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m., take ice baths, and completely transform your life in 90 days. And honestly, I'm already exhausted just thinking about it. Today we're talking about how to do a winter arc without the toxic positivity BS that makes you want to give up by January 2nd. So, apparently winter is when you become a completely different human being, because that's totally sustainable. Look, I get it. The days are getting shorter, you're feeling unmotivated, and every productivity post on TikTok is telling you this is your glow up season. But here's the thing nobody talks about.
You're just making excuses. Winter Arc is about discipline, about becoming the person you've always wanted to be.
Right, because nothing says sustainable change, like completely overhauling your entire existence when you can barely see the sun for 8 hours a day. Here's what winter arc actually is, and this might shock you. Hey, it's about using the darker months productively without the guilt trip. It's not about becoming superhuman. It's about working with your energy levels instead of against them. Your brain literally produces less serotonin in winter. That's not a character flaw, that's biology.
But everyone else is optimizing. Look at TikTok and Instagram. Everyone's crushing their goals.
Yeah, and how many of those people do you think are still doing their 5 a.m. routine by January 15th? The real winter arc isn't about becoming a different person. It's about becoming a more consistent version of yourself. And that starts with being honest about what actually works. 4 things that actually work when you're not trying to cosplay as a productivity robot. First, the 7 a.m. rule. Instead of torturing yourself with 5 a.m. wake-ups, aim for consistent 7 a.m. Still productive, actually doable, and you won't hate your life by week 2. Second, the 15-minute win one small productive thing daily. That's it. Not a 4-hour morning routine. 15 minutes. Could be reading, could be organizing your desk, could be meal prepping one meal. Progress, not perfection.
But that's not enough. You need to maximize every moment.
And how's that working out for you? Oh, right, you burned out by November 3rd last year. Third, the energy check-in. Honor your low energy days instead of forcing productivity. Some days you're a 3 out of 10, and that's okay. Work with it, not against it. Fourth, the comparison detox. Unfollow accounts that make winter feel like a competition. Your winter arc doesn't need to look like anyone else's.
But you're not optimizing every second. You're not becoming your best self.
I'm optimizing for not burning out by January 15th. I'm optimizing for actually sticking to something for more than 3 weeks. I'm optimizing for my mental health, which apparently is revolutionary in 2025. Look, if you want to do ice baths at 5 a.m. while journaling about your manifestations, go for it. But if you're like most of us at working full-time, dealing with seasonal depression, trying to maintain relationships and not completely lose your mind, maybe we try a different approach. Maybe we try being kind to ourselves while still making progress. Maybe we try consistency over intensity. Maybe we try working with our brains instead of against them.
But what about the transformation?
The transformation is learning that you don't need to transform. You just need to show up consistently, even when it's messy, even when it's not Instagram worthy. So that's your winter arc without the toxic positivity. Be consistent, be realistic, and stop comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And if you need me, I'll be over here having a perfectly mediocre winter arc that I'll actually stick to.